What's up, real MVPs? Ricky Widmer here, and welcome into another edition of White Men Can't Dumb. We are back after a short hiatus. I am joined, as I always am, smartest show on the internet, by the way, with my co-host, Soapy Muffins.
Hey!
Soapy, I say back from a hiatus because Monday you had shit going on. Then Wednesday I literally had shit going on as I could not stay out of the bathroom for a grand total of 10 minutes before I had to get my happy little ass back in there. So it's been a shit week. I don't know if it's been a shit week. I don't know if it's been that for you, but literally it's been a shit week for me with pooping my brains out. But we're back. We're back on a wonderful Friday to end out the week.
Yeah. I mean, it's also just with Wednesday's show as well. There was also the thing of where I asked if we could push it back.
Yeah.
Also because I didn't end up telling you I went out to a steakhouse with my girlfriend, and I thought, like, okay, I'd get back by 8 o'clock.
Big spender, trying to
impress
her Chad dad.
It would have been like, no, we're fucking going to Taco Bell.
Impress the Chad dad.
You want to know how much my meal by itself was?
About $46, and that's on the cheap
65.
End. Yeah. See, I was going like cheap steakhouse. Yeah, steaks are expensive, bruh.
Dude, that shit scared the shit out of me when I saw the actual price.
Steaks are expensive.
I was like, all right, note to self, we're never going here again. I'm like, the most expensive place you're going is Olive Garden.
I mean, we went to a steakhouse, and my girlfriend's like, you're getting a steak. I was like, but they have a burger here that's like a quarter of the price of the steak. I'll be happy with the burger. She's like, no, you're getting a steak. I'm paying. I was like, oof, I don't
Well, if you're
know.
paying, I guess then.
I'm like, I don't know if I could do that, Chief. Like, yeah, it was just one of those things where it's like steakhouses are expensive. But, Soapy, we got a jam-packed show today. Do you have mod abilities, by the way, Soapy? Or do I have to get on my my YouTube?
For the stream?
Yeah, there's a little interesting shit in chat. A little bot in chat. But, I mean...
Let me open it up real quick, and I'll...
Because I can't remember if I gave you modding. But, yeah, today's going to be an interesting show.
Oh, man.
Only because not only because what's going on in chat. Yeah, I'll get rid of it. But we only got two topics for today. We're talking about some Obi-Wan. We're talking about some Red Dead. And that's it. Basically because we got to be done in an hour because you and I got D&D in about 50 minutes that we got to be ready for, that we want to do not go over for. So I'll get through the housekeeping really quick. If you like what you hear, hit that like button, that sub button, that notification bell down below. Also, you can go ahead and support us, patreon.com/MVPvids. And if you want to join the Discord community, that is for free. Down below in the description is the link to join that Discord. You can do that today. But Soapy, you are the Star Wars guy. Now, the title of this video on YouTube is a little bit clickbaity. This is basically going to be us just reacting to the trailer and kind of talking in general. But I will say I did ask the question on YouTube, will Obi-Wan series be better than The Mandalorian? So just know that question is out there, but I'll ask you, you are the Star Wars fan, you are the Star Wars fanatic. What did you think of the Obi-Wan series trailer?
I absolutely fucking loved it. Like, obviously anyone who's watched MVP for a while and knows me, it is very rare for me to be kind of happy about something.
When I asked you off camera, this was yesterday, I was like, what did you think about it? And you're like, I loved it. I literally said, wow, was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, and that's just the thing of where, with it, I think the thing that got me the most to like it is the fact of, like, one, anytime you play Duel of the Fates, I'll fucking love it. It could be the worst goddamn thing in the world. Play Duel of the Fates and I'm in.
Uh-huh.
But, like, it's something about the fact of where it's, like, not too many people look weird. Mm-hmm. And there is one, and we'll probably talk about it later. But, you know, it's like, Obi-Wan looks good. Obviously, I love that they brought back the guys from the prequels, because I fucking loved those guys as their characters. I'm mostly saying guys, because I don't remember names off the top of my head. I know it's Ewan McGregor.
Yep, and Hayden Christensen.
But like I was so happy whenever I first heard them coming in, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just because it's like, thank God, like these two loved being around each other in the old
Uh-huh.
one, where now it's them being together again. Like I feel like we're gonna get like some good genuine Star Wars content.
Well, the thing that I can't help but like think of is on the this is more on the Hayden Christensen part. This is the year because this comes out this year, right?
I
Comes
think
out
so. It
later
comes out
this
later
year.
this
Let's
year.
see. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I want to get the exact date. Yeah, it comes out in May. Like this year, Hayden Christensen, and then there's one other actor that we've already gotten this reaction for, Andrew Garfield. I love how for those two actors in like particular, 2022 is basically becoming, hey, we're just gonna have a redemption arc for you guys. You guys got so much, like Hayden Christensen got so much shit for the prequels and everything. Like, I don't like sand; it's coarse. It gets everywhere. And then you had Andrew Garfield, where it's like, oh man, the Amazing Spider-Man was the worst Spider-Man of all of them. No Way Home, absolutely redeemed. Like everyone's like, oh man, I love Andrew Garfield, such a great Spider-Man. And now I've already
It's
heard
like, yeah, you
people.
guys are fake Spidey fans.
I've already heard people say, "Oh man, I can't wait to see Hayden Christensen as this is Darth Vader." It's like, guys, you hated him when the prequels came out. You hated him.
I think it was more of though they hated him in the second one. I think that was the main.
Well,
Like
when
episode
Anakin
3 is
became a little
generally-
bitch.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, Anakin was kind of a little bitch the whole time.
Yeah, but like he became a real uber bitch. Let's be honest. By the third one.
Yeah. Yeah, but like at least by the end of the third one, he's redeemed by actually being a pretty cool character.
Yeah, a little
Is
bit.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mostly just because he's based. He's just running around slapping people, killing children. Like he's breaking every taboo you can.
Anakin, it's over. I have the high ground.
No. Yeah, no, I'm so happy to see these two back, especially with the fact of where it's like, even though I'm trying to remember how old the prequels are, because I'm pretty sure those came out when I was
was
a kid.
10 when Phantom Menace came out. I'm gonna fact check that, but I want to say I was 10 when the Phantom Menace came out. No, I was 9. 1999. I was 9, just about to turn 10. No, I was just 9. It came out in 99, May of 99. I thought it came out in 2000. So I was 9 years old when the Phantom Menace came out.
And it's with. I was genuinely surprised when I saw Ewan McGregor. I'm like, he doesn't look like he aged that much. Like age has been very kind to that man.
Yeah.
Like he even got the Obi-Wan beard back perfectly fine. I mean, obviously, I'm so used to him being the voice of Obi-Wan that it's like, okay, like it just fit like a glove. And it's also the moment that I wonder how much in this show we're gonna see little kid Luke. That's how much I genuinely wonder of it. Because I mean, they show him, and like, and obviously Obi-Wan's watching over him because that's what he's there for. He's to watch over watch over Luke to make sure nothing bad happens. Like, I wonder how much we're gonna get to interact with just Luke's family.
Well, I mean,
Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, I think is their name.
well, that's like
I know it's Luke and Clone.
the thing for me is like usually there when it comes to a series like The Mandalorian, for example, like correct me if I'm wrong, but The Mandalorian takes place between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, right?
Yeah.
Like
It takes place, I think it's 2 years after.
okay, like that's a huge kind of time span, and like this obviously happens before Rogue One, before A New Hope, and obviously we have time because Luke's a little kid, and we don't get like basically we have what about 10 years, because it's like Luke's about a young teenager or like young adult when we see him in A New Hope. My question is how many like, and I know this is kind of jumping the shark a little bit, but how many series or seasons do you think they have planned for? Like, is this a series where you come in and you go, okay, we're going to tell this story, we're going to do it in this many seasons because of the length of time we have to tell it in the canon? Or is it a, hey, as many seasons as it goes, that's what it goes, and we don't care if it's a 10 season series?
Yeah, I think it massively depends on just the stories they want to tell. Because obviously we already know from the trailer that the Grand Inquisitor's in it.
Yep.
We also know that at least Darth Vader is going to appear in some manner.
Because would you say Luke, based off of the trailer, don't mean to cut you off, how old would you say he is in the trailer? Like 5, 6?
I was going to say, he looks like 6, 7, somewhere around there.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, if they're going to absolutely milk the shit out of it, we're going to get a lot of milking out of it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff obviously can happen in, like, a 11, 12 year span.
You're right. He may be older than 5. He may actually, looking at, like, the actor, he may be pushing, like, the like, 7, 8, 9 territory. More so 7 and 8. Because, yeah, I paused it looking at him in the trailer. And he looks... I scratch that. My 5 is a little bit off. I think your 7 is closer to it. But, like, that was the first thought I had is, how many seasons do we expect to get out of this? And how many seasons would it be, all right, you're milking it, just fucking end it?
I think the baseline's going to be 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, obviously, Grand Inquisitor is going to be the main important one.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see Darth Vader at some point. We're probably going to see Obi-Wan do stuff with the Tusken Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Because, obviously, they're on the same planet as them.
That'd be so fucking cool.
And then it's also, for any Star Wars Legends fans out there, we're probably seeing Darth Maul in this. Because Darth Maul does show up to Tatooine to try to kill Obi-Wan.
Isn't he?
I don't know how the fuck...
No, he's not dead.
Star Wars Legend brought him back to life. He survived the bottomless pit, and then
doesn't he go to that like trash planet and like makes like a like spider like metal thing body? Yeah.
It's basically he makes like the spider legs, but then he goes insane, and then his brother Savage Opress finds him, and makes him not insane. Then they fight the Emperor, and then the Emperor kills his brother. Basically, a lot of shit happens to Darth Maul, and he's like, I'm just gonna go try to fuck
Does he ever get an actual body back, or does he just have that?
He just gets robot legs.
Okay.
He doesn't keep the spider legs because he realizes these are kind of dog shit. He gets a pretty cool lightsaber.
I would just love Spider Darth Maul trying to fight Obi-Wan.
Yeah, no, it's if we see him, we're gonna end up seeing him like with the regular robot legs and probably with his lightsaber cane.
That'd be so cool. I wonder how old his actor is.
I mean, he's probably not in the show yet. I would assume it's like a later thing.
But like, even if they like.
It's also the fact that like they're gonna have to do the same stuff they did with in the Phantom Menace. I will say though, kind of bringing up the special effects part.
Go ahead.
They gotta fix the Grand Inquisitor. God damn, he does not look good.
Like, you're talking about the saucer helmet.
Yeah, the RoboCop wannabe.
The RoboCop wannabe.
He's there on Tatooine to enforce Murphy's Law. He's pissed off the goddamn Jedi and breaking Murphy's Law.
And actually, I looked it up. Ray Park is only 47. So, like, what? He's going to turn 48 in August. So, like, even if it's season 2, season 3, 48, 49 is not too old to reprise the role of Darth Maul if needed.
Yep. Well, and it's also just even the fact of where, like, if he does come back, of where it doesn't even have to be the same one. Obviously, I'd like to be the same one.
I would love
if we're bringing back all the old ones.
Yeah.
But, like, I think just with that, I feel like Darth Maul's like special effects would be pretty easy to pull off, like a special effects makeup. Because it's basically you just paint the guy's head red and put spikes on top of it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I don't even know if they were supposed to be Twi'leks in fucking or in the Book of Boba Fett that when the guy's driving the fucking speeder, he looks like a pair of butt cheeks driving a fucking car.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to look as bad as what those did, but like because it's also a lot easier. I do hope they see the criticism of what the Grand Inquisitor looks like and actively try to at least fix it a little bit. Because like the other Inquisitor we saw looked a-okay because the other Inquisitors don't really take off their helmets that often. So where it's like okay, whatever, we can let it get away with that. The Grand Inquisitor doesn't wear one. Where it's like if I have to see RoboCop enforcing Murphy's Law on a space Detroit, I'm not gonna enjoy myself too much. Like, I'm sorry. Anyone who watched the trailer, you cannot tell me that's not RoboCop with a spinning lightsaber. Like, they took off his mask. You see Murphy's weird, like, deformed face.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, here you go. Here's a lightsaber. Go hunt Jedi.
Also, the one thing that yet again, this is small that got me hyped But you know, it's the one part of the trailer that just made me super fucking giddy when they flash the catchphrase. One of the catchphrases, "Hope survives," and I was like, "Oh, I get it, because this leads into a new hope. We're leading into a new hope. That's Luke."
Yeah, and that's actually the thing that I really do like, though, of where like it feels like they're tying a lot of it into like stuff that happens in the movies.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff I like, of where like the spin-off shows that cover the time in between don't just make up some stupid bumfuck shit that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, of where it's like, don't be like, all right, Obi-Wan travels the stars. Like, no, no Jedi did that after Order 66, because they kind of were like, hey, how about I don't go there, because then I don't want to get fucked up, because Darth Vader's like, hey, found you, bitch.
Well, and like the one thing that I wonder too with this is, and they harp on this in the trailer, of like, I wonder how much is going to be off of Tatooine, away from Obi-Wan. Like, I know it's his series, but like he mentions like the Jedi after the fact, like the Jedi right now. Like, what are they? Like, are we going to see other Jedi that may not be on Tatooine? But, like, hey, it's a part of the Obi-Wan series because, hey, this is what's going on during this time.
I don't think we see any Jedi that at least Obi-Wan's working with. I think we see other, like, survivors.
Okay.
Because I almost guarantee, I'm going to call it, whenever they have, like, the scene where it's in the trailer where they have, like, the Inquisitor asking, like, where's Obi-Wan? Which one? I'm just saying, really ironic that the Inquisitor knows Obi-Wan's on the planet. The Inquisitors don't most of the time know what Jedi they're looking for. They just know there's one on the planet. So they could just fuck around and find out that Yoda's the one running around. But like, with him knowing that Obi-Wan's there, I almost wonder if they're gonna play in the fact of where like some Jedi did sacrifice information to live.
Yeah.
AKA was long enough to tell them where they were and then die.
Hey, I'll tell you where Obi-Wan is if you let me live.
And then they're like, oh, okay, cool. So he's on Tatooine? Bye-bye. Yeah, no, you're still dead.
Dead anyways. You gonna trust the Sith? No, you never trust the Sith.
Yeah. I also wonder, though, if they are going to show the fact that the Inquisitors are very highly skilled. 'Cause I have a feeling we're going to see a fight between one of the Inquisitors and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It just strikes me as like something like that's going to happen. I really hope they don't make either Obi-Wan or the Inquisitors look like a pushover.
Yeah.
Because once again, that's been my main problem with the Disney Star Wars shows, is that the main character just gets bitched around all the time and then just mystically wins because plot armor. Over, it's like, no, like, we can't have Obi-Wan get bitched around by somebody. Like, he's literally one of the strongest Jedi to ever live.
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna have him get bitched around by some fucking no-name who didn't even get a special name in the Inquisitors. He's got, like, fifth sister.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pumped for it, though. Like, I think another reason why I'm so excited for it is, like, this... I mean, yeah, A New Hope came out, like, years before I was born, but, like, my childhood was Star Wars. To where it was, like, I grew up on the old movies. The prequels came out when I was right in the prime range of, like, the prequels aren't bad. I'm 9, what, it was 9, 12, and then 15.
Yeah, you were part of the target demographic that Jar Jar was made for.
Hell yeah, that's why I didn't hate Jar Jar, baby.
Yeah.
That's why we quoted Jar Jar. We made fun of Jar Jar, but it was lovingly.
Yeah, you guys made fun of him lovingly. Everyone else made fun of him because they fucking hated him.
Well, it's just like, on How I Met Your Mother, Barney's Ewok theory, to where it was like, if you're over the age of 30, you didn't like the Ewok. The Ewoks aren't cute to you after 30, but if you're introduced to them before 30, Ewoks are fucking awesome.
I mean, he's got a point. The Ewoks are pretty fucking cool. So, I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe that's why I like Ewoks so much.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they're basically just fucking small teddy bears that yell Utini and throw rocks at people.
Well, let's move on, Soapy. The other thing we're going to talk about today, another thing that's near and dear to your heart. You even said in the Discord today, join it down below. You pulled the Ricky where it's like, why didn't like we were hiding this information from you? Why did no one tell me that there's a Red Dead 3 in development? Because I'm looking at an article here from comicbook.com. Headline just reads, Red Dead Redemption 3 leak is too good to be true. A new Red Dead Redemption 3 leak is making the rounds, getting fans of the Rockstar game series excited in the process. That said, the leak is dubious at best, with Rockstar Games currently working on GTA 6, and with this project having no known release date, it's going to be a long time before we see Red Dead Redemption 3. A fourth installment in the Red Dead series is inevitable, but fans of the Western will need to exercise considerable patience while waiting for it. How long will we wait? How long the wait will be, no one knows. Minus Instant Gaming, a small retailer that claims the game is coming in 2026. There are numerous issues with the listing, though. Soapy, are we getting Red Dead 3? Are you for sure that, yes, we're going to get Red Dead 3 someday? And when do you think it comes?
It fucking better. like, don't get my hopes up and then just fucking stomp them out afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like, whenever I first saw it, because, like, I was, scrolling through Twitter or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no, I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw that, like, someone screenshotted a tweet where basically it was like, oh, hey, like, Red Dead Redemption 3's happening. And my fucking brain instantly is like, all right, one, why the fuck did no one tell me this was happening?
Yeah, so the leak was a tweet that said Red Dead Redemption 3 is probably being worked on, and it was a job listing, lead AI and gameplay programmer, and in there says 2 years experience leading vehicle AI team through development of RDR3 and other projects.
Yeah, so like we've had an idea at least that this could be a strong possibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it was sometime last year. I think it was like in October or something. Take-Two Interactive basically said Red Dead 3's happening.
Yeah.
But like it was just like it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Or then everyone started speculating, which also I'm just saying the fact that Red Dead 3's in fucking planning, but Bully 2 and LA Noire 2 haven't even been fucking thought of is disgusting.
LA Noire is fucking like how we have not gotten a sequel to that. That came out, what, 2011, 2010? Maybe even before that? Or am I thinking, am I basically putting that way too far back?
I think it's 2010.
No, 2011. I was right. May 17th, 2011. The only reason I remember that is because it was one of the first games I got on the PS3.
Like, LA Noire is fucking fire. So is Bully. But also at the same time, Bully's been like in the leaked development for like fucking 15 years at this point. I'm gonna die before Bully 2 comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But, this isn't about Bully 2 and how much I fucking want them to make the goddamn game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think there's a strong possibility it happens. And I have a feeling of what the story would be about.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing with it is, I don't know if they want to tell us the event.
What do you think the story is going to be about?
I think it's going to be about the group just before Blackwater.
So a prequel. So like,
yeah, they've already talked about there's going to be a prequel to the prequel.
Okay, a prequel to.
We're just going to keep going back. We're going to be like, all right, play 3 first, then 2, then 1.
So basically, the end of Red Dead 3 is going to pick up where we're in the fucking snow, walking to that cabin.
Yes. Like, the fact that that's how you're going to have to play the fucking order of the games is 3-1 is going to throw people off so fucking bad.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, weren't they, like, robbing trains before that? Or was that just, like...
They were just kind of doing, like, general outlaw stuff. Like, they were robbing stores, robbing banks, doing stuff like that. And then it was, once they robbed the ferry in Blackwater, that's when everything hit the fan.
Okay.
So I think what we have in it, and this is why I'm saying I don't know if they'd cover this event or not, I think the end of the game is them showing us what actually happens in Blackwater.
Huh.
So then at this time, it's not just the mystery of like, hey, remember when that happened in Blackwater? Man, Blackwater was bad. And us as the player, like, the fuck happened in Blackwater? Tell me! You had me play a character who was in Blackwater, and he didn't fucking tell me what happened.
Blackwater,
what the hell happened, Dutch?
Blackwater wasn't referencing Red Dead 1, was it?
No. Okay. Blackwater was the event that they constantly talk about.
That happened before Red Dead 2.
Yeah, that led to the 2 other people in the group dying before the game starts, and why they're up in the mountains. Because they're running from the Pinkertons.
The Pinkertons.
Yeah, the damn Pinkertons, Dutch.
One more score, Arthur. Just believe me, we need a little bit of faith, Arthur. One more score.
Give me some goddamn faith, Arthur.
Give me some goddamn faith.
Yeah, but like, that's the thing I really want to see from it, though. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that we're at that point, we see a completely normal Dutch. That's the thing that I'm really excited to see. Is the fact of, like, you know, in the other 2 games, obviously Red Dead 1, he's a fucking nutcase and walks around in his fucking pajamas shooting people because he's a goddamn weirdo. Mm-hmm. And then in Red Dead 2, obviously, you see him slowly become a fucking nutcase.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'd love in 3 if we get to play as one of the 2 people who fucking died in, like, the very beginning of 2, that or at least they say that died.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to have it that we play as one of those 2. And then we get to see, like, hey, this is why everyone liked Dutch. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is why everyone liked fucking, you know, see everyone before shit hit the fan.
So basically, the enemy of 3 is basically the Pinkerton. Like, you're the enemy because you're the bad guy, but, like, it's not like the end of 2, which was like, we gotta kill Dutch. Dutch is going too far. Where this is going to be basically like the Pinkertons are on the other side and you're running away from them at the end.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like that's the main enemy at the end. I think that we also see more of the O'Driscoll stuff because they do talk a lot about them, and a lot of the shit that we're told happens off screen.
Yeah.
Of where, like, we hear, like, oh, you know, like, this is what they did to Dutch's wife or whatever. And it's like, okay, like, am I going to be able to see that?
Do we get to meet Dutch's wife then in 3 and, like, see her die then?
Yeah, it's like, what part of the group do we see? Like, do we see when they picked up Mary Beth, Abigail, you know, Karen? We're going to see when they pick up Charles.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fucking cool. Charles is fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. I know, like, there were some people saying that they'd really like it if you got to play as Charles. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I'm like, that would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to play as fucking Charles. Mm-hmm. But also at the same time, like, I'd also like to play as Lenny. Yeah. I'd also like to, if they want to be absolute shitheads, I could play as Javier.
Javier?
Yeah, I could play as Javier. I know some people have said Hosea, but I'm like, Hosea's fucking old. I don't want to play as an old guy. And then some people are like, well, I want to play Dutch, and it's like, I don't think you could pay Dutch's voice actor enough to voice that many fucking voice lines in a game. Like, he's a very good actor.
He's got 2. I need a little bit of goddamn faith and one more score, Arthur.
Literally half of his voice lines are like, give me some goddamn faith. One more score. Son, you're like a son to me, son. And yes, Dutch, you have a point. I am like a son to you.
Let's see.
You keep calling me at every fucking 5 minutes.
So, according to thegamer.com, are you ready to go down Dutch's 15 best quotes from the game?
Oh, yeah.
Number 15. We need to get those people warm and fed.
Yep, that's from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Number 14. We don't want to kill any of you, but trust me, we will.
That when they're robbing the bank in St. Denis?
Yeah. 13 is I had a goddamn plan.
I had a goddamn plan, Arthur.
12 is there are 2 theories when it comes to arguing with women. Neither one works.
I'm pretty sure that's just a regular camp thing.
You can't fight nature, Captain. You can't fight change. I ain't got much to say. I ain't got too much to say no more. Who amongst you is with me and who is betraying me?
That's before the fucking group splits off. Because I think the last 2 are from the first game?
Yeah.
Because I know, though, you can't change gravity part because I know you plan on playing the game. Do you care if I say the ending
Go
of the
ahead.
game?
Go ahead.
Dutch kills himself at the end of the game.
You have to keep faith.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wait,
at the end of the game.
Wait. I saw that part. We played at the end of 2.
Oh, Dutch doesn't kill himself at the end of 2.
I thought he did die at the end of 2 when we're up in the snow. Oh, that's Micah.
Oh, you kill Micah.
That's
yeah,
Micah.
You shoot Micah in the face. It's
That's Micah.
Dutch betrays Micah because he realizes
right.
Micah's a fucking rat. Then he finally realizes after all this time that it wasn't Arthur and John who betrayed him, it was Micah. Micah drove the wedge in the family. But it's at the end of 1. Also, I'm just saying, yes, fucking Dutch is an absolute goddamn goon.
Apparently,
and he is the bad guy.
Apparently, the number 1 quote from him is, "We rob Uncle Sam and we leave. The poetry of it all."
I mean, hey. Yeah, he's got a point. You'd take Uncle Sam's money and you'd flee the country with said money.
Was that from 2 or 1?
That's from 2.
That's what I thought.
Because I think that's near the very beginning. Because I think that happens whenever you're robbing Comstock. It's whatever his fucking name is, train. The guy that...
Yeah.
Oh, Leviticus Cornwall.
Leviticus Cornwall.
Yeah, whenever you fucking rob his train, I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
I mean, we all know Arthur's number 1 quote.
That's a good girl.
That's a good girl. Go ahead, Soaps.
Yeah, but this is my take at the end of Red Dead 1. Dutch was doing John a favor because when he killed himself, they couldn't blame John for him killing him because that's what happens at the end of the game. Because it's at the end, John's a goddamn dummy. And hands Jim Milton his gun, and he shoots Dutch's body, and they use that to blame him for killing a bunch of people to kill him at the end.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is Dutch redeemed himself at the end. He tried to save John.
He tried to do the Darth Vader thing and redeem himself.
That's why he killed himself. He didn't let John not get the satisfaction of killing him. John probably honestly only was going to kill him to get his family back.
Well, Soapy, I lied to you, by the way.
Oh.
There's one Dutch!
Dutch!
Philly showing the chant. Dutch! One last thing I wanted to ask you about. I saw this earlier in the week. I just remembered it now. Do you want to know what TV series, live action TV series, Amazon is developing?
I already know this one. That's the God of War one.
God of War, baby. Is this going to be good or bad? Good or bad, Soaps?
Are you telling me that we have a chance of getting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to be Kratos?
Do we want Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to be Kratos?
No, but if he's yoked enough to be able to do it.
Oh. Who would be the perfect Kratos?
I have no fucking clue. I'm going to be completely honest with you on that one.
Game Rant has a...
Oh, you know what? No, Triple H. He's got the beard already. He's buff.
All right. From last year, last August.
Really tall, Duke Braun Strowman.
From August 2021, here's Game Rant's actors that could play Kratos. You ready? Yay or nay on these? Hugh Jackman.
Okay. I'd say yay.
Gerard Butler.
I have to look up his...
From 300? I mean, I could see it. The voice might not be low enough. Jason Momoa.
See, I feel like he looks too much like a Samoan man to be a Greek guy.
This one, I don't think, because I don't know how his face would look with the beard. John Bernthal. Bernthal. The Punisher.
I think his head shape's a little too weird. He's already kind of built like a shield.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't think a beard would really help him. He'd look like a fucking stone wall.
Dave Bautista.
Point. I mean, like, do I want Kratos screaming, "This is what I want. Give me what I want"?
Of course, The Rock is on there. You had to say it.
Yeah.
The Rock is on there.
I'm also just saying, give me Danny DeVito as fucking Kratos, so he can just be like, "I'm the Greek man. I kill gods."
I always screw up this guy's name. Djimon Hounsou. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy. The guy at the beginning that, like, Star-Lord goes, "Oh, I'm Star-Lord." And he goes, "Who?" He's also the the guy from Blood Diamond, Salamandia, looking for my son. Where is my son?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know how I feel with him as Kratos.
I think
also
he's got
in
the
Shazam.
physique for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely got the physique for it. Mostly because when I looked him up, there's a Calvin Klein ad for him, and goddamn, he is buff.
Tim says the Mountain from Game of Thrones. Physique, maybe. See, here's the thing with Kratos, though. You got to have that voice.
Yeah.
Come here, boy. I can't get low enough for it. Boy.
Yeah, see, the only thing is, though, yeah, I don't think half Thor could pull that off.
Uh-huh.
Like, he's got the physique for it,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, he doesn't have the voice for it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I absolutely agree.
I mean, if we're just listening to fucking bodybuilders, there's Brian Shaw, but, like, he doesn't have a deep enough voice. That man's got a pretty light voice for being a big boy like he is.
Yeah, Forbes did an article a couple days ago. Jason Momoa is the number 1 on their list. Dave Bautista's 2. Gerard Butler's 3. They said Tom Hardy. They got Tom Hardy at 4. I don't know if Tom Hardy's buff enough.
I mean, do we want to test if Tom Hardy can get buff enough?
I mean, he's been in some things that are... wasn't he in the Arthur? Was that what he was in? Is that what it was? Or was he in Vikings?
I'm pretty sure he has tattoos.
Travis Fimmel, who's another one. I think he's the one. He's the one I'm thinking about from Vikings. Travis Fimmel.
You bet your fucking ass I'd pay money to see Travis Fimmel play Kratos.
He's from Vikings. He's in Raised by Wolves.
I'd pay fucking money for Travis Fimmel to play him.
I'd
pay his goddamn salary.
Is that the perfect one?
Well, no, that's mostly just me geeking over the fact that I absolutely fucking love that man.
And guess what Forbes says right at the end, Soapy? Those are 5 picks, but I'm open to other ideas. Please just don't say Triple H.
Okay, no, you know what? That man has got he's got the God of War beard. No tattoos you gotta cover. All you gotta do is paint them pasty white. No, see, I found my guy, Clive Staden.
Clive Statham?
No, Clive Staden.
Okay.
So he's also with Vikings.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's just buff enough.
Yeah, I could see it.
You've seen him with the big beard.
I could see it.
That's all I'm saying. Bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
Put in Vikings, let him come back. Basically, just fucking pillage anything from Vikings if we're gonna have like fucking Norse mythology Kratos, because you basically just put them right back in their element.
I mean, if you're telling a God of War series, do you go newer Kratos with the Norse, or I think you got to start with Kratos v Zeus, how he becomes God of War.
Yeah, see, I don't know. It just wasn't in that weird place of where, like, with him, like, if you can start it in, obviously, when he's in Norse mythology, because it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So you can just make it to, like, when he first got there.
Yeah.
Like, if you start from the very beginning, and do you tell the story of, I think it's, like, Ascension of when the show...
Like, before his son got there? Is that what you're saying? Like, and then in the show he has his son?
Yeah, because, I mean, they heavily implied in the trailer that he's the one who killed Tyr and took his spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can have the end of the series be kills Tyr.
Mm-hmm.
It picks up right where God of War ended.
Yeah.
Because if you start with him in Greece as well, it's like, do you start at the very beginning of the first game or tell the story of Ascension when we find out how he killed his family?
Yeah. I mean, there's only one thing...
Because then at that point, you're telling the story no one wanted to know from Kratos.
There's only one thing I know for sure from this series, and it's gonna make or break it. Amazon, you got to give us like rated R+. Like,
oh, absolutely.
If you're gonna go God of War, you have to go balls to the wall with that. If you're gonna go Greek Kratos, like Greek Kratos has no bounds.
He's fucking brutal.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, it's like
Norse Kratos is a little bit more tamed. Like, hey, I feel sorry for the shit I did.
Yeah, because he's kind of traveling around with a child.
But
in Greek mythology, it's like anyone who wants to know how brutal Kratos got, look up him versus Poseidon.
Mm-hmm.
You literally are watching him gouge a guy's fucking eyes out and fling him around like a fucking rag doll.
Yeah, I mean, like, and if you're gonna do Norse Kratos and have his son with him, like, there were concerns that we've talked about it on when we did Games Live, where they had to dumb down they had to dumb down the like attitude of Kratos, because some people when they played the game the first time were like, oh, Kratos is a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for, child abusey against his fucking son. Like it towed the line of like, maybe we're going too far, but it's like that would fit Kratos. Wouldn't that fit Kratos? Father of the year, right?
Yeah, total father of the year. He'd be in my contention for it. Like, not just ignoring the fact he killed his wife and kid beforehand. No, father of the year. Perfect father. Never has done anything wrong. That's your perfect point of fatherhood. Like, if you guys complained about Kratos killing, like being mean to fucking whatever the fuck his stupid name is, I don't remember. He's boy to me.
Boy. Get over here, boy.
It's like, he's gonna be an asshole to his kid because obviously the last kid he had, he fucking murdered.
Yeah.
So he doesn't exactly know how to be,
Plus,
a good parent.
He never got love from his family. Obviously, he killed them.
Yeah. Well, he didn't mean to kill them. He killed them on accident. But
still killed them.
Yeah, I still went in there and cut them in fucking half, and then afterwards was like, "Oh no, I killed them.
Oh no, I killed my family. How will I ever survive?" It wasn't
like, "Oh, I broke down in tears." He's just like, "Oh no, I this minor inconvenience of cutting my fucking kid in half."
This minor inconvenience.
Yeah, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go jump off a fucking ledge and hopefully die." And they're like, "Actually, nope, dumb. You're at the beginning of the game now."
Nope, you're done. Soapy, any final thoughts before we wrap up this edition of White Men Can't Dumb?
I guess the only thing would be if we're going off, like, if you want an accurate Kratos, Kratos is 6'6". If anyone out there knows any buff 6'6" actors, hit up Amazon.
Actors buff 6'6". 45 famous men you didn't realize were over 6 feet tall.
Watch, they'll find some way to be like, we casted Tom Holland as Kratos. It's like, that is the least intimidating Kratos I've ever heard in my life.
Noah Centineo, Shawn Mendes, Joe Manganiello, Snoop Dogg.
Everyone fucking knows Snoop Dogg's tall as shit.
Ben Affleck, Sacha Baron Cohen, Harry Styles, Armie Hammer, Nick Robinson, Sam Hagan, Chris Hemsworth. All of these guys I feel like I know are tall as shit.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Liam Hemsworth, Will Smith.
Really tall people. Yeah, they're listing all the really tall people.
Denzel Washington, Chris
we
Evans.
already fucking know every one of these people have been tall as shit.
Yeah.
Watch, they'll be like,
The Rock.
Wow, who could have possibly guessed?
Did you know Machine Gun Kelly is 6'5", Soapy?
Oh my goodness, how could I ever guess the tall, scrawny white boy is 6'5"?
Idris Elba, Tyler Perry, all these people they're listing. I fucking know Jason.
I've never seen a picture of them.
I know Momoa is... I clicked on the wrong article, but that's going to do it for White Men Can't Dumb. Thank you guys for checking out the smartest show on the internet. That's what we try. We pride ourselves. Tried and true, smartest show you are ever going to find on the internet.
We've never fucked up one time. We've never actually dipped below a college level IQ once.
No, never came out of our mouth. And if it did, I deny it. You're wrong.
It didn't happen.
You're wrong. Didn't happen. It didn't happen. My hands are huge. They're huge. Biggest hands I've ever seen. Biggest hands I've ever felt. That's what they are. But check out the Discord down below if you want to talk to everyone in the MVP Nation about everything going on and basically everything. We got a chat for everything down below. It is free. Link in the description. You can support us at patreon.com/MVPvids. Hit that like button, that sub button, that notification bell to stay in tune with everything going on with MVP Entertainment. Got some cool things on the horizon for you guys. That's going to do it for myself and Soapy. Want to thank you guys for being as awesome as you always are. And as always, have a good day, everybody.
Bye. Dude, imagine if they actually cast like Travis Fimmel, dude. That'd be goated.